lecture, I explained you that how to do addition of fraction, subtraction of fractions, multiplication of fraction and division of fraction. Now in this lecture we are starting with exercise 2.1 and in that we are going to start with the question number 1, that is solve. Right students? So let's begin now with the solve part. Okay students, if you can see here students, that is here there is no denominator, right? So we have to consider it as a 1. Now both if you can see the denominators, there is one number that is 1, another number that is 5, right? So together if you can see, say then the LCM of both the numbers will be 5, right? Why the need of LCM students, as I told you, because we want to make the denominators same. Until and unless if you don't make the denominators same, then you cannot go with any of the operation, that is addition or the multiplication. Addition and subtraction. So my LCM is 5. Is it clear students? Now 2 upon 1. Now which number students I multiply with the 1 to get 5, that is 5. So 2 5s are 10 and 1 5s are 5. Now take the second fraction students, that is 3 upon 5. So which number students I multiply with the 5 to get 5, that is 1. Now 10 upon 5 and 3 upon 5 students, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to do the subtraction. So 10 minus 3, students, we have to do the subtraction of the numerator. So we will get 7 upon 5. And further if we see the students, then we have to convert this into mixed fraction. The reason is students, here your numerator is greater than your denominator. If your numerator is greater than your denominator, you have to convert that particular fraction in the mixed fraction. So here I am writing the mixed fraction of this as, here 2 will come. 1 5s are 5 plus 2, so 7 upon 5. Right students, now we take the second question, that is 4 plus 7 upon 8. 4 plus 7 upon 8. Here also students, we don't have anything in the denominator, so we will write it as a 1. Right? If you can see both the fraction, now we can see that there is one number that is 1, another number is 8. So we will consider the LCM of both of this as 8. Right? So 4 upon 1. Now which number I multiply with the 1 to get 8, that is 8. So 4 8s are 32 upon 8. Similarly 7 upon 8 is there. Which number I multiply with 8 to get 8, that is 1. Now what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to do the addition. So 32 plus 7 students, we are having 39. Now this is an improper fraction students. The reason is your numerator is greater than your denominator. So we will convert this into mixed fraction. So 4 8s are 32 plus 7, 32. Is it clear students? Now taking the third question, that is 3 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. 3 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. So if you see the students, both the denominator, one is 5, another number is 7. Actually speaking, both are the prime numbers, right? So if you remember in a previous of the lecture, I told you if both the numbers are prime numbers, so you can multiply them and you can get your LCM, right? So if you can multiply 5 and 7 to get your LCM as 35, or else what you can do, you can also find the LCM also with the prime factorization method. Both you can take a look, right? Which one is the easiest one? Go with that. So here I am taking the option of, as both the numbers are prime numbers, so I am directly multiplying that students. So LCM is 5 into 7, that is 35. Clear? Now we are starting with this one. 3 upon 5. Okay, which number I multiply with the 5 students to get 35? That is 7. So 3 sevens are 21 and 5 sevens are 35. Next one is 2 upon 7. Which number I multiply with the 7 to get 35? That is 5. 2 5s are 10 and 7 5s are 35. 21 upon 35 and 10 upon 35. What we are supposed to do, students? We are supposed to add them. So let me add them. So 21 and 10. If we add them, we get 31. Is it clear, students? So I hope you understood this much. Okay, students. Now let's begin with the fourth question of question number 1. Right. So the question is 9 upon 11 minus 4 upon 15. 9 upon 11 minus 4 upon 15. Students, if you see the denominators, right, 11 and 15, out of these two numbers, one number is a prime number. So here also you can take an advantage of multiplying both the numbers and can write LCM, or else you can find the LCM by the prime factorization. Right now I am showing you with the prime factorization also, so that you don't have any kind of confusion in your mind. So here I am showing you, students, prime factorization. So always use the prime numbers, right? So 3 5s are 15 and 15 into 11, that is 165. So let's work out the solution of it, students. Okay, which number you multiply with the 11 to get 165? See, 11 is there. So which number you multiply with the 11 to get 165? That is 15. 3 5s are 15. 15 9s are 135 and 11 into 15, that is 165. Now 4 upon 15 is there. Okay, 15. Which number you multiply with the 15 to get 165? That is 11. So 4 11s are 44 upon 165. So we'll subtract them. So if we subtract them, students, then I am getting 91 upon 165. 5 minus 4, that is 1, and 13 minus 4, that is 9. So here we end up with this particular answer, that is 91 upon 165. It is a proper fraction, so we will not convert it into mixed fraction. So moving on to the fifth solution, students. Okay, 10, 5 and 2. All the three numbers, right? All the three numbers are different, right? So we'll find the LCM of it, right? So here I am finding, students, the LCM of 10, 5 and 2. So these are very simple numbers, you can even get it from that also, alright? 2 5s are 2 5s are and 2 1s are. So this is not divisible, so I am writing as it is. To divide नहीं होता उसको हम as it is लिखते हैं. So now I am going to write the 5. So LCM is equal to 2 into 5, that is 10. Is it clear, students? So the LCM is 10. Now let's work out for the solution. So 7 upon 10. So which number I multiply with the 10 to get 10, students? That is 1. So 7 1s are 7, 10, 2 upon 5. Okay, which number I multiply with 5 to get 10? That is 2. 2 2s are 4 and 5 2s are 10. 3 upon 2. Okay, which number I multiply with this 2 to get 10? Students, that is 5. So 3 5s are 15 and 2 5s are 10. Right, now let's add all this. Okay, 7 plus 4, students, that is 11, and 11 plus 15 is 26 upon 10. So is the mixed fraction of it, that is 2 integer 6 upon 10. 2 tens are 20 plus 6, that is 26. Right students? Friends, now let's see the sixth question. Okay, 2 integer 2 upon 3 plus 3 integer 1 upon 2. Students, both the numbers are mixed fractions. Both the fractions are actually mixed fraction. So first step is to convert the mixed fraction into improper. Then and then whatever the steps we need to follow, that we have to follow. So let's see, right? Okay, 2 3s are 6 plus 2, so 8 upon 3. 3 2s are 6 plus 1, so 7 upon 2. Now students, see both the denominators. One is 3, another is 2. So both the denominators are what? Prime numbers. So we have to get the LCM by multiplying them. So it's very simple. So the LCM is 3 into 2, that is 6. Right? Now 8 upon 3 is there. Which number I multiply with the 3 to get 6? That is 2. Now 7 upon 2 is there. Okay, which number I multiply with the 2 to get 6? That is 3. So 8 2s are 16, 3 2s are 6, 7 3s are 21, 2 3s are 6. Now see, both the fractions are there, we need to add them. So 16 upon 6 plus 21 upon 6 is equal to 2 plus 1 is 3 and 6 plus 1 is 7. So 37 upon 6. Now 37 upon 6 means it is a improper fraction. So we need to convert it into mixed fraction. So 6 are 36 plus 1, so that is 37 upon 6. So this is the final answer for this particular question. Now let's see the second last question of this question number 1. So this is also the same of this sixth only, but the only difference is of the sign. Here we are having negative, that means minus sign in between them, and here we are having plus sign, right? Rest all steps remains the same. So 8 is 16 plus 1, so 17 upon 2 minus 3 is 24 plus 5, 29 upon 8. So let's first find the LCM of these two numbers, right? One more trick which I can give you. See students, 2 and 8, they both are they are both the multiples of 2, right? So if we see the multiples of 2, right? So the one which is the greater one, that is the only the LCM answer. So 2 and 8, the answer of LCM will be 8. Okay, still we can check it with the help of that method of prime factorization. 2 and 8, so 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So the LCM is 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8. Is it clear students? Now let's see the part 2. Okay, which number should I multiply with the 2 to get 8? That is 4. So 17 4s are 68 upon 8. Now 29 upon 8. Okay, which number I multiply this 8 to get 8? That is 1. Okay, well, okay, 68 minus 29. So 68 minus 29. Okay, the answer is 39 upon 8. Now we will convert this answer into mixed fraction, students, because this is an improper fraction. 4 8s are 32 plus 7. So this is the answer for it, that is 4 integer 7 upon 8. Okay students, now let's begin with the question number 2, that is, arrange the following in the descending order. Descending order means, students, to keep the numbers from greater to the smallest, greatest to the smallest, right? Now, you have done this kind of questions in your lower standards, but at that point of time the numbers were complete numbers, that means the whole numbers. But now we are going to work with the fractions. So the fractions, if you see all the fractions, so what is the criteria to keep the fraction as the greatest or the smallest. So for that we have to make the denominators same first. So again, to make the denominator same, I have to take the help of LCM. So I am finding the LCM of 9, 3 and 21. So here I am calculating it. 9, 3 and 21. So 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3 and 3 7s are 21. Again 3 1s are 3. 7 doesn't come in the table of 3. So 7, 1, 1, 1. So the LCM is 3 into 3 into 7. 3 3s are 9, 9 7s are 63. Clear, students? Now what we are supposed to do? We have to make all the denominators as 63. We have to make all the denominators as 63. So, okay, 9. Which number should I multiply with the 9 to get 63? That is 7. So, 2 7s are 14 and 9 7s are 63. Now, 2 upon 3. Okay. Which number should I multiply with the 3 to get 61? Okay, you can take a help from here also. 3 is there. Now, which two numbers are remaining to form the 63? That is 3 into 7, 21. Okay, 21 2s are 42 upon 63. Right, students? Now, last one, 8 upon 21. Okay, say 3 7s are 21. So, which number is remaining? That is 3. So, 21 3s are. So, 8 3s are 24 and 21 3s are 63. So, now if you see all these fractions, 14 upon 63, 42 upon 63 and 24 upon 63, we have to just see that whose numerator is greatest, right? So, that particular fraction will be the greatest, right? So, if I can see all this fraction, I can find that 42 upon 63 is the greatest one. Then comes 24 upon 63 and then comes 14 upon 63, right? Now, this is first, this is second and this is the third. Now, you don't have to write this, right? You have to write the original fraction of it. So, I will write 2 upon 3, the greatest of all, then comes 8 upon 21 and then comes 2 upon 9. So this is the series, students, right? I hope, students, now the second question of the same, right? We are going to solve it. So 5, 7 and 10, the denominators are not same. So first step is to make the denominator same. So I am making all the denominators same. So 2 5s are 10, 7. So the LCM is 2 5 into 7. So 2 5s are 10 and 10 7s are 70. So I want to make all the denominators as 70. So how can I make all the denominators 70? So let's say here. So 1 upon 5 into, okay, which number I multiply with 5 to get 70? Okay, 2 7s are 14. The same I need to multiply the numerator also, equivalent fraction concept, students. So 1 14s are 14 and 15 4s are 70. Now 3 upon 7 is there. So 7, which number I multiply 7 to get 70, that is 10. So 3 10s are 30 and 7 10s are 70. So last one is 7 upon 10. Which number I multiply with 10 to get 70, that is 7. So 7 7s are 49, 10 7s are 70. Now out of all these, students, we can say that this one, last one is the greatest. Then comes this and then comes this. So I need to write the original fraction, that is 7 upon 10 is greater than 3 upon 7 and then comes 1 upon 5. Okay, students, so here we end up with the question number